Okay guys, I've had a request. Here are some of the fish. Junior's had these fish well over 10 years, if not more. I would say 10 years. He keeps their size down by limited feeding, or else who knows how big the arowana would be. Last time I measured him, he was 22 inches. As you can see, the Oscar is definitely full grown. I mean, compare him to the arowana. This tank is 6 feet long. It's a 125. So I got a red terror in there. Got a really nice pleco. This catfish here came with the tank. Got a Florida gar. Water's very slightly hazy. He has chemicals in it. He just did this tank yesterday. Just replaced the heater today. We found out the heater died. So yeah, so you're gonna step back to see the size of it. Makes it look very small this way. I'm not really sure how tall it is. I thought they were 22 inches tall. I think 18 inches deep, front to back, and I know it's 6 feet wide. Used to have a 29 underneath, even though that's meant for a 55. Used to have a 29 underneath with piranhas. That's long gone. Couldn't stand watching them eat other fish over and over. But yeah, everything in that tank was gotten as a baby except for the Oscar. And compared to what he is now, he's a baby. The Oscar was, I don't know, maybe a third of his size. Someone had brought him into the pet store and Junior bought him. So the arowana was a tiny little baby. So was the Florida gar, and so was the Terra. The pleco was a tiny little thing. The pleco was lucky, it was 2 inches long. I think it's massive now. It's half under the log. And that catfish, still don't know what it is, was probably half that size. I bought this at a car swap meet years ago. These fish were obviously in other tanks at one point. We bought this up at Lake Compounds. Had a big sign posted on the trailer. Wanted fish tank, 125 gallons or bigger. Some guy stopped, said, I have a 125, you interested? And I said, sure, where are you? He gave me the town. I turned to my friend. I said, where is that? He goes, that's the next town for me. I says, how much do you want? He goes, $100 takes it. He goes, it's up and going with the stand and has a fish in it. So my friend went there the next day, took all pictures for me. Had different filters on it, had old filters, the pump, the stand, it was everything. It was up and going. And I bought it. We went there. We spent 5 or 6 hours taking this thing down and packaging up the fish. And we loaded in my friend's truck, went back to his house, and then we drove this thing 2.5 hours, a little better than 2.5 hours back, with it sticking out the back of the Outlander with the gate tied down and the thing on the roof. So we couldn't fit it in. I couldn't fit it in if Junior came. If Junior didn't come, I could have got the passenger seat up just far enough to get it to close, but of course Junior had to come, so yeah, it didn't fit in. So yeah, we're down to 3 tanks. This one, we got another one behind me, but the light's off. And Junior has one up in his room. We used to have 11, so we're good. We're down to 3 salt waters, 2 55s and a 125. At one point we had, I think, 4 55s going and 2 of them were salt water. Yeah, that'll never happen again. So, said there's still stuff floating around in the water. So you can see the gravel's all pushed. That's from the Terra. Because underneath that log is his home. And he cleared everything out and moved it all over here and over there. Oh, the only other thing we had in here was we had a channel cat. I think it was a channel cat. All I know was black. And overnight that thing grew to be like 2 feet long, and we couldn't control it. And there's an early video of me years ago getting it out of here with the net. Obviously it didn't fit in the net, but yeah. And we were going to bring it to the pet store, and it died in the bucket overnight. So, and an interesting note to you non-arowana guys, it's hard to tell, but an arowana, said this before, that's kept in a tank has one eye pointing down and one eye pointing up. If he was from the wild, they'd both be pointing up. His eyes are trained to do that now, because in the wild they eat birds out of trees. And let me tell you, this guy has gone from here to here multiple times. Whenever you do something and you take this lid off, he comes out, he charges, it comes up, and then you just hear bang, boom, 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 boom. And I told him next time he does it, I'm leaving him for dead. So he did that the day I got out of the hospital 2 years ago. I was sitting here on the chair, I wasn't on 15 minutes, and the goddamn thing jumped out, took the glass with it, which was weighted down. And I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So, okay guys, just figured I'd show you the fish. So Junior fed them already today. Else I'd feed them. Me, I'd rather the tank with all live plants in it, a community tank, like the one behind me that I sit and look at with all the live plants. But you can't have anything when you have fish this big, except that. And that thing cost me more than the tank. So, okay guys, I guess I'm out of here. Maybe tomorrow we'll work back on the car some more. Today was very brief. So.